I'm finally free! My first time out of the house in 2 weeks. Things got a little hairy there for a sec, but I pulled through. I did forget to shave, though.
Dobby is free.
Kraft macaroni and cheese has parents in a panic over what thousands are saying is a pro-pedophilia ad campaign. Pink's husband, Carey Hart, is teaching their young kids how to shoot. There's some juicy behind-the-scenes drama between two of the biggest entertainment news shows on TV, and there is a hilarious fun fact about the Haunting at Bly Manor that shook me. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. I'm losing my mustache! Abigail, do you know what Good For You by Selena Gomez would sound like if there was a cheese remix? I just wanna be good for you, good for you, oh.
Please stop.
Cheddar Wizard!
Just when you thought the country couldn't get more divided, Kraft proved that anything is possible.
In these strange times, people are in need of extra comfort. That's why it's always a nice gesture to send nudes, so they know you're thinking of them. Nudes, I mean, not nudes. I'm talking about nudes.
So Kraft just posted this send nudes ad campaign that they've since taken down after moms freaked out. Kraft then claimed they were removing the ads because the campaign was supposed to end anyways, but let's be honest, it was probably because a bunch of people were calling them pedophile enablers and accusing them of grooming. Kraft said the social media marketing gimmick was created to get people to mail mac and cheese boxes to friends and family members. When I first saw it, honestly, I didn't think it was that bad. I laughed.
Hey, settle down. Take it easy. What the scout?
I'm making mac and cheese, and nobody can stop!
But I wanted to be fair, so I talked to my friends who are parents since, spoiler alert, I'm not yet, and they made really valid points for why they thought it was inappropriate. They said Kraft is supposed to be a family company, and kids might ask questions about what sending nudes means. But here's the deal. Kids don't buy food, adults do. Innuendos are used in kids' movies and shows all the time as a joke for adults to enjoy. Is this really any different?
Hey, honey! Our baby's here! He looks just like your boss.
And what's wrong with telling them that sending nudes is sending noodles until they grow up and figure it out? I mean, remember that ad campaign in the 90s that 7-Up did called 7-Up Yours?
Hey, I'm the guy who makes 7-Up. I also write the advertising. I just came up with a great new slogan. Make 7-Up yours. Make 7-Up yours. Thank you, I appreciate it. Make 7-Up yours, baby. People just love it. Make 7-Up yours! Hey, my man, make 7-Up yours. Make 7-Up yours.
Same to you.
Same to me. You see, it's catching on already. Hey, make 7-Up yours, man.
All I'm saying is, it's not the first time this kind of thing has been done before, so how do you feel about it? I do think I can top this Cheesetroversy, though, with a fun fact of my own. I don't like cheese at all, so I won't eat pizza, Italian, or Mexican food, and I'm definitely not eating mac and cheese anytime soon.
Take me to jail.
Wanna hear a cheesy gun joke? What's it called when two handguns get married? A shotgun wedding. Pink's husband, Carey Hart, took their 9- and 3-year-old kids shooting, which riled up the parenting police. Carey said, I'm a firm believer in teaching my kids to shoot, but more importantly, handle a firearm. He said, no better sound than the bullet of your kid's gun plucking a steel target at 30 yards. Have a great weekend, everyone. For the most part, he told the people who thought it was too dangerous for the kids to be shooting to pound sand. But I would like to just say that Pink and Carey are big-time leftists. The irony wasn't lost on me or some of their followers that while he's teaching his kids to enjoy their Second Amendment rights, him and his wife spend a lot of time advocating for leftists who want to take that right away.
This is what happens when you give little men big guns.
Good luck, boys.
Carey's response to the hypocrisy was that liberals wanting to take away your guns is a conservative fear-mongering myth. When a leftist tries to dismiss you by saying conservatives are hysterical and that gun confiscation isn't a fundamental belief of theirs, remind them of their own side's track record. Just a few years ago, they said conservatives were whack jobs for wanting a strong border and that liberals would never support an open border. And now, open borders are a mainstream belief of the left.
I changed my mind.
You know, while we're at it, and because I'm feeling feisty, if we're looking at the left's own track record in voting history, they consistently move further to the left on major issues. Pew Research did a study where they compared the left and the right with a 10-item scale of political values since 1994 and where each side is today. The results show that conservatives moved only slightly to the right over the past several years, and the left has moved dramatically farther to the left.
I am shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
So no, it's not a conspiracy theory to say that the left wants to take your guns. They used to say they just wanted to make sure that guns didn't get into the wrong hands. Now if you ask, they'll just tell you. Go ahead, Beto.
Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15, your AK-47.
I fully support Pink and Carey taking their kids, teaching them about Second Amendment rights, firearm safety. That's incredible, that's great, and we need more of that in this country, especially fathers spending quality time with their kids in general. But just know, there's repercussions for who you support.
Any one of you lily-livered, bow-legged varmints care to slap leather with me?
A little pop culture gossip about pop culture. Things are getting so dire for other entertainment news outlets that now 2 rivals have to share the same studio in LA. I'm talking about Access and E!
I thought you could be friends.
There's a massive restructuring, I guess, going on with their parent company, NBC Universal, and now they're in an extremely awkward situation with the main people they can't stand. Allegedly, E feels like they're the cool kids and Access feels like they are the real deal since they're the ones that are on a Big 4 network.
Guys, you're both right.
Either way, both shows have a very short shelf life left because the POPlitics train ain't stopping anytime soon. And you bet we're playing Dreams by Fleetwood Mac as we chug along. Michael Moore told MSNBC that overturning Roe v. Wade would be an act of violence.
You're confused. Overwhelmed.
Look, Michael Moore is a joke and has been a joke for decades. Even I knew about his little penguin self when I was in elementary school. Michael, I would say that if you think overturning Roe v. Wade is an act of violence, but not the dismembering and sucking the brains out of babies in the womb, you are not even worth having a conversation with because you aren't even starting the debate with anything even remotely intelligent.
You were literally too stupid to insult.
If you're new to POPlitics, I am obsessed with all things Halloween and scary. I absolutely love scary shows and movies.
It's freaking bats. I love Halloween.
So I was hype for the Haunting at Bly Manor on Netflix because I loved the Haunting of Hill House a couple years ago. And I'm almost done with Bly Manor, and I gotta say, I really like it.
Having somebody else's dream.
What dreams?
Here is what's hysterical to me. When the little girl Flora first started talking, I thought, man, she really reminds me of someone. I just can't quite figure out who.
My name is Tails. And what are you, Tails? I'm a cat, of course.
And then Netflix dropped a bomb that the girl who plays Flora is Peppa Pig. If there is one thing that I love as much as scary stuff, it's Peppa Slay Queen Pig. We upgraded from muddy puddles to muddy lakes.
Yeah!
You know what we call this? Range. Sis is talented for real. Don't go into the show having the same expectations as Hill House because you'll be disappointed. It's good, but not as good. It's a little sadder. It could have also been a lot scarier in my opinion, but it's still a 3 out of 5 stars, which is perfectly splendid.
Perfectly splendid.
Couple exciting announcements. Today at 6 p.m. Pacific, we are hosting a special CUTEservative event at Turning Point HQ. If you live in or around the Phoenix area and want to come, I'll put a swipe up to RSVP on the story. I'm gonna hang out with you guys, speak, take pics on the set. I didn't even realize it's gonna be so fun. It doesn't really get better than that. There's also another event I wanted to tell you about because I just thought it was so cool and so important that I wanted to share. My friends Kirk Cameron, Dinesh D'Souza, and Charlie Kirk are doing this virtual event this Sunday, October 18th. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific and it's called Non-Essential Live. It's free to RSVP, you can watch from home, and basically they're just going to be examining how our nation's community, families, and Christian ways of life are completely under attack. So I'm gonna do a swipe up on the story for that as well. Do not miss it. Subscribe to POPlitics on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and more. Please leave us a 5-star review. And don't forget to like this episode. I want to discuss in the comments today if you think Kraft missed the mark with the Send Nudes campaign, or if you thought it was funny, and DM this episode with 3 friends and tell them it's not conservatives who keep getting crazier and crazier. We're crazy, but we're not crazy crazy. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the CUTEservatives. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.